or even like at a hotel room. Small space, let's go ahead and get to it. Make sure that you have a surface that your feet aren't going to slip on, and we will use the chair toward the end. Okay, so let's get started. We're just gonna bring the feet into a very split leg type of position here with the back heel down onto the ground. Now, assuming that we're not warmed up yet, that's the whole idea of this. It's just a gentle stretching routine. What I want you to do is place the hands on the hips and just start to hinge forward with a straight spine until you feel a little stretch in the legs, then come right back out. So a dynamic stretching. So we're moving in, feel the stretch, come back out. This is a great way to create a little bit of mobility in your body, and it just feels good. Now, as you do this, tuck the chin slightly so that you're not straining the back of the neck. So by the time you come down into the final position, you should be looking toward the ground. And I can feel just very gradually the leg muscles starting to loosen up a little bit. I'm also feeling my feet solidly grounded into the floor. All right, come on back up and carefully switch the feet out. So we have enough space between the feet that we can get a good stretch, but I'm also stable. So the feet are offset a little, go right back into the same exact stretch. Now let's talk about breathing. So just steady breath in and out through the nose. Breathing through the nose will send a calming signal to the brain. Because the stretch happens as you go down, that ideally would be the place where you exhale. But really, any pattern works. So I'm inhaling as I come up. This might be a little counterintuitive, but I'm inhaling as I come up, and I'm exhaling as I go down, feeling the stretch. One more. And back up. Very, very simple, but I feel those hamstrings starting to lengthen. Now, we're going to take a straddle position, and we're going to do the same thing just for 3 times. So I'm coming forward, the legs are straight, I feel the stretch, and I come back up, just a slightly different angle, down and up, and one more time, down and up. Awesome. Now, turn your right foot to face away. The balance could be a little bit challenging here because of this different foot position. So make sure you're stable. Now we're going to take the chest directly over the leg of the foot that you turned and come back up. The tendency is to come in front of the leg like I've done here. Instead, I want you to keep your chest pulled back, keep your pelvis under you, lean directly over the leg, come back up. One more. And back up and square the feet, switch sides. Find your balance and directly over the leg, not to the inside of the leg, and come back up. If you're to the inside of the leg, you can go way lower, but the stretch isn't as effective. This feels so good to do any time. I love this. Last one. Great. Square up that foot and step the feet in. One more from standing. Very simple. This is one of the simplest exercises you could possibly do. I'm going to raise the arms up. We're going to open the arms out. So I cactus the arms, look up, and then bring the arms in and lower down just partially, rounded spine, or you can drop down even lower if it feels okay to your back. Rise up, open out, bring the arms in, lower down. As you come up, the shoulders drop down the back. We look up, we're arcing the spine. As you bring the elbows in, let the knees bend and drop down into a rounded spine. Again, open out, bring it in, and last time. And relax the arms down. Roll the shoulders. Move your head and neck around. Fantastic. Grab that chair. Ideally, it's a chair that does not have wheels so that it will stay solidly in place. You're up to the front of the chair, and we bring the right foot up on top of the left knee. And you may find, if you're tight in the hips, that knee is way up high. So that's okay if that's the case. Now, if it's extreme and you can't do this, then your alternative would be to slip the foot down lower. It doesn't work really as well, but at least it's something. So if you're in this position, you just lean forward. Hopefully you would find a little bit of a stretch. Ideally, you will be able to get that foot up above the knee and then hold it here. And then there's a variety of different things you can do here. So first thing is try to lift the sternum and just lean forward. Now you might only lean forward an inch, and that is perfectly okay. If your knee's up a little bit, and you can see mine's a little higher than some people. Some people, they're way up high, and some people, that knee is down lower. Either way, it doesn't really matter. But you could put your elbow on that knee and just encourage it down. We don't want to force it down, but just a little bit of weight on that leg, and then leaning forward, and I'm feeling a really nice stretch there. Now, as we hold this for just a few breaths, we're not here very long, but just a few breaths, I want to just remind you that everybody's bodies are different, and there's no judgment around or no performance around stretching or how a stretch looks. You can have some bendy yoga teacher that can make a pose or a stretch look a certain way, but that might not be the best thing for you or for me. And so we have to work with our own bodies, and we don't worry about what something looks like. We just want to worry about what it feels like. So my knee is in the right place for me. Yours is in the right place for you. One more long breath. And switch sides. Last one. I like to kind of rock side to side, get up on the sit bones. I'm tall, I'm straight in the spine, then I lean forward. Now, by the way, this is figure 4 stretch, and you see it oftentimes done down on the floor. It's great from the floor, but honestly, from the chair, works better. This is a great stretch. So oftentimes we think of chair exercise as something that's sort of compromised or for someone who has mobility restrictions. But chair exercise can actually be extremely effective for anybody. There's a lot of really cool chair types of exercises we can do that are quite challenging. And this figure 4 is a great example of probably the best way to do this stretch. It's also a stretch that you could spend quite a lot of time in. If you spent 2 or 3 minutes on each side, that would actually be ideal. We're not spending quite that much time here today, but you certainly could. All right, nicely done. Go and set that foot to the ground. Front of the chair, tall posture, reach the hands up high. Full stretch, lengthen out that spine. And lower the hands back down onto the legs. Nice deep breath. So in just a few minutes, we got a great little stretch session done. Whether you have a tight space at the office, in a hotel room, or at home, you can do this stretch anytime. I'll see you in the next video.